B58 is king! B58!
B58 or S58? Why do so many petrol heads claim that the B58 is better even though it's only found in the M Light? Why are some people moving from M cars into M340i's and Supras? And why does BMW's regular turbocharged 6-cylinder have such a cult following that some owners genuinely believe is better than the engine found in the M3 or M4? Today we're comparing the S58 and the B58. First, let's talk about what these engines actually are. The B58 debuted in 2015 as BMW's new generation turbocharged inline 6-cylinder and shares most of its parts with the B58 engine, which is the 4-cylinder. The B58 quickly replaced the N55 and gained reputation for making stronger power while also being one of BMW's most reliable modern engines. The S58 came later and was developed by BMW M as a high-performance derivative of the B58 architecture. It's important to note that both engines are rather similar. They are both 3-liter inline 6s with closed deck engine blocks. Both use direct injection, double Vanos variable cam timing, Valvetronic variable valve lift. Damn, that's a lot of big words. If you don't understand what some of these words mean, don't worry, neither do I. In terms of power, the B58 has 285 kilowatts, 500 Newton meters of torque. You'll find those figures in cars like the M340i and the Toyota Supra. The S58 has 375 kilowatts and 650 Newton meters of torque. But aside from the power, the biggest difference between the two is that the B58 has a single twin-scroll turbo, while the S58 has a twin mono-scroll turbo. Basically, the S58 has two turbos and the B58 only has one. So clearly the B58 engine is set up simpler. But the S58's twin turbo arrangement allows better airflow at higher RPMs, which is why the S58 continues pulling hard all the way to the red line while the B58 begins to taper off. The B58 tends to deliver a huge wave of mid-range torque, and the S58 feels more eager to keep accelerating at higher engine speeds. Interestingly enough though, because the B58 only has one turbo, the sound of the engine tends to be better than the S58, which is why many S58 owners will go as far as doing a single turbo conversion for the S58. Now let's talk about the internals of the engine. Compared to the B58, the S58 receives a forged crankshaft, stronger connecting rods, reinforced pistons, revised cylinder heads, additional cooling systems, enhanced lubrication systems. This is because BMW expected owners to drive these cars hard. Reliability-wise, it's clear that the B58 has a better track record, as many owners are reporting hardly any issues. The S58 is still relatively reliable, but since it does put out considerably more power from stock than the B58, it can't compete under this section. But now let's answer the question posed by petrol heads all over the world: which is better for tuning? I'm gonna keep this short. The S58 clearly takes the cup here. It has better forged internals, better cooling, a stronger engine block, lower compression ratio, which means it can run bigger boosts, better high pressure fuel pumps, better cooling. I really could go on and on. So yeah, that's my take on the matter, but ultimately the choice is yours. What do you think is better, the B58 or the S58 engine?